I've been on FBI raids where I've seen things that no person should ever see. I've seen video content of a child that's the same age as mine being raped by an American man that was a sex tourist in Cambodia. And this child was so conditioned by her environment that she thought she was engaging in play. I've been on the other end of a phone call from my team asking for my help because we had received a call from the Department of Homeland Security telling us that a 7-year-old girl was being sexually abused, and that content was being spread around the dark web. And she had been being abused, and they'd watched her for 3 years, and they could not find the perpetrator, asking us for help.
This is how effed up our country is if our government has to call Ashton to help us. But I believe that, actually, because they're a bunch of morons. This is insane.
I alluded to a phone call that we got from the Department of Homeland Security about this girl that was being trafficked on the dark web. Now, it's interesting to note that the dark web was created in the mid-90s. It was a tool that was created by the Naval Research Lab called Tor, a tool with absolute purpose and positive intention for sharing intelligence communications anonymously. It's also been used to help people who are being disenfranchised by their government within political dissent in oppressive regimes. But on the other side, it's used for trafficking, for drug trafficking, for weapons trafficking, and for human trafficking. And it's also the warehouse for some of the most offensive child abuse images in the world. Now, when the Department of Homeland Security called us and asked for our help and asked if we had a tool, I had to say no. And it devastated me.
Oh, yeah.
It haunted me.
No. Yeah.
Because for the next 3 months, I had to go to sleep every night and think about that little girl that was still being abused. And the fact that if I built the right thing, it's astonishing. Because when Maslow's hierarchy of needs are not being met, people resort to survival. And if this is their means of survival and the only source of love that they have in their life, that's what they go for.
What?
So we have to address.
All right, I got no love, you guys, so I gotta go human traffic myself.
You know, happiness can be given to no man. It must be earned.
Wait, what? Happiness can't be given, happiness has to be earned? You have to earn happiness? Wait a minute. Where's he gonna go with this?
It must be earned through generosity and through purpose. But the right
happiness has to be earned through generosity and purpose? I don't, what?
To pursue it, the right to pursue it is every man's right. And I beg
every man. He doesn't say woman, okay? Happiness is to be pursued by every man. Wait a minute, go back. This is male supremacist talk. Okay, so he's gonna pull in human trafficking, okay, all male supremacists are rapists and human traffickers. Just letting you guys know the origin of that thing. So you're gonna start hearing him say some foul language. I'm like, some foul language. This is actually some really effed up male supremacist language. We'll put it like that. Okay, so let's see where he goes here. Watch.
But the right to pursue it, is every man's right. And I beg of you that if you give people the right to pursue it, what you may find in return is happiness for yourself.
But not women. Okay, so he never once said women's right to pursue happiness. So I want to make sure that I heard that properly, because he could have tailed in that, well, women also should have that right. You know, he could have done something like that, but he didn't do that. Okay, so only men have the right to pursue happiness. Okay, so when they wrote everything was for them because women were property, slaves of males. Okay, so that's why that would come out sounding shitty ass language. And they used to tell all the victims, all the women, they're like, when we say the word man, we're including you. And then now they're having a fit about any of that gender stuff. So I was like, well, they said to every girl that when we say men and man, that means women. Okay, ladies, like we're not, Ted Bundy here lying to y'all. That's a manipulation. That's a manipulation. So that was the original manipulation in America.